Remember when you bitches thought I wasn't gonna be a YouTube girly, and here I am being a YouTube girly? Hello, what's up? How are we? I like don't know how to really navigate YouTube. I wanted to be more on YouTube because I was like, why not? I'm gonna do like a get ready with me, and I'm gonna answer your guys' questions that I asked on my Instagram. So I was like, let me be a motherfucker too girly, because it's about damn time. I'm probably not going to tell you what products I use, or I will try to, but I will forget. I'm going to spot conceal is what you're going to see me do. No, I'm not. I'm putting on my, I love this fucking e.l.f. Sunscreen shit. I'm like, this is like my vibe. Let me answer your guys' question. How am I doing? I've been better. I'm truthfully in a cranky mood. I don't really know why. I don't know, I've just been feeling a little bit like a bitch recently, and like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, ugh, I'm in just like a genuinely cranky little mood, and I don't love that. And I think I'm just exhausted because like this past weekend I was running around like a mad woman, so I'm like, I think I'm just recovering from that. If this lighting's horrible, we're just gonna deal. We have to like deal. Anyways, so that's kind of like how I'm doing. But I'm trying to be a little bit nicer. I have Tim coming over and we're recording my podcast episode together today. And then I have dinner at Lucien, which is like some bougie little New York restaurant that everyone fucking loves for some reason. So I'm excited for those things. I just need to be a little bit more, like just not like a bitch when I wake up. I had a good workout today, so like that made me feel good. But like, I don't know, I've been waking up being like a little bitch. Okay. I hate celibacy, help. Girl, same, the fuck? Do I miss my ex? No. I have this thing where like when I leave someone and they're not in my life anymore and I take the time to heal and get over them, I don't think about that person, or I don't really give a about that person. And I know, listen, I know that sounds heartless, but it is honestly my favorite quality about myself, that I could simply just be like, I don't fuck with you that heavy, so like, I don't really care about you or think about you. Like I tell my friends all the time, I'm like, feels like it was a different lifetime ago when I like dated these specific people. No, I don't miss any of my exes. Not really. Maybe I'll miss like the companionship and like having somebody, but scary. These eyebrows are really something loud. They're really something. What are my favorite secret spots in NYC? Like I feel like if I told you it wouldn't be a secret. But what my favorite coffee place ever is Citizen Ambari. Okay, wait, I also like cannot say Bowery. Hey, Bowery. If you guys like, I have visited New York, or you know what I'm trying to say, you're like, bitch, what is happening over there? But and Citizen Ambari. Bowery. Anyways, whatever. But okay, that is where I would get my coffee, and I absolutely loved Citizen M. Like that was my hidden gem. I've taken everybody there. I absolutely love it. The other day I go in there and I'm like, iced latte without milk and vanilla, please. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like we're not, like, do you have a room here? And I'm like, no, why? What's up? And they're like, oh, we're not serving to outside guests. I'm like, why the fuck? Serving to outside guests? Like, what do you mean by that? Because like I've been coming here for over a year. I'm spending money. I tip every time. Like, okay, no, I don't. But I am coming here. I'm spending fucking money, and you have the nerve to tell me that, like, I'm like, I'm literally giving you money and I'm gonna dip. Like, I'm not staying here. Like, I just want my ice fucking latte and I'm gonna go. And they're like, no, I'm sorry. So next time I go in there, you guys, like, and the way that I acted, I was with Katie when I found out this news. The way I acted, not towards the man, because I'm not a bitch. Believe it or not, I'm a nice person. I'm a nice person. What was that accent? That wasn't a accent. Anyways, regardless. But when we left, like, you would have thought somebody, like, I just saw somebody punch my mother in the face. The way I was like genuinely heartbroken that I can't get my coffee from there anymore. Absolutely not. What is my favorite memory with my mom and sisters? I would say any Christmas we have. I love Christmas because I love I don't know, I just feel like that's my favorite memory, where we just all get to hang out. There's like no distractions. We just watch movies. My mom cooks. My mom's a really good cook actually, and she cooks these like amazing meals. But I think she just recently became a good cook, because like growing up I did not remember her making fucking spaghetti limon with shrimp, and like it's amazing. But yeah, every Christmas I get to spend with them is my favorite, and we just get to open our presents. And I don't care how old we are, I still want to be in my PJs opening presents with them on the floor and like just celebrating Christmas together. But I think those are that's like hands down my favorite memory with my mom and sisters, those fucking bitches. When am I doing a meet and greet? You guys, I feel like I'd have a lot of anxiety doing a meet and greet. Cause I'm like, what if nobody showed up? Like that is genuinely a fear of mine. So not anytime soon. I feel like, okay, I'll tell you this. I want to do live shows eventually, and like by eventually I mean pretty fucking soon. So I feel like with live shows I would do a meet and greet after, and yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Or even like Jenna hosts like little events. I'm like, I'd like to host a little event, like a little matcha hour or something. That'd be cute. But I think I'm leaning more towards a live show, and we can expect that later in the year. And I'm putting it to the universe to fucking manifest it. What do I think about the topic body count? I will forever lie about mine. No, I will. Yeah. Well, mine's weird though, because I'm not counting the SA people on my body count list, like the people who I did have sex with, but then later on SA, this is like way too much information, whatever, that later on SA'd me. Like, I'm not counting that as a body, but at the same time, like, I don't think anyone should like give a fuck about body counts. I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like, we're grown. We don't need to be freaking out about a body count. Like, that's just kind of fucking weird. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, whatever. Like, fuck who you want to fuck. Do what you want to do, but if a man has over 100, forget it. Don't, like, I don't want anything to do with you. Because honestly, I've talked about this, like, relationship sex is so much better than just like random hookups. And I feel like if you're a guy and you've just done random hookups, you probably don't know how to fuck well. But like, if you've been in a relationship, like, you know what you're doing, in my opinion. So yeah, there is that. Where do I get my confidence from? Oh, my mother, I swear, my mom, like growing up, my mom, all she did was tell me how gorgeous I was. Like, I swear, every day, my mother was like, you are the most gorgeous girl in, like, ever. So I think a lot of my confidence does come from my mother, because she was very adamant on how gorgeous I was. So like, if she's saying it, I'm like, yeah, why the fuck would my mom lie to me? Also just like self-love. Like, I have a lot of self-love, a lot of self-respect for myself. Like, I know my worth and I'm not gonna settle. And yeah, so I definitely think it comes from that love. It definitely comes from that, and just like telling myself every day like how much I love myself, how amazing I am, genuinely helps, changes my life, is like the best thing ever. Daily affirmations, 10 out of 10. What made you start posting on TikTok? Okay, actually, the pandemic hit. So before the pandemic, I was at the Second City in Chicago. If you guys know, you know, but I'm trained in comedy, you guys. Like, I am a comedian. So I was directing, producing, and writing sketch comedy shows at the Second City. Like, I was putting my shows up there, and I was like, when TikTok first came around, I was like, oh, fuck this little app. Like, I'm a director, I'm a writer, I'm a producer. I'm not going onto digital media. Boom, March 15th, 2020 hits. My show that was supposed to go up that night gets canceled. Why? Rona was here. Rona was here to stay. So I remember like bawling my eyes out on the floor, being like, cause that was like my everything, like comedy and like being in person was everything to me. And I was like, they're not gonna close Second City, are they? And my mom was like, yeah, they fucking are, Liv. And I was like, you're so negative. No, but like, she was not wrong. And so once the pandemic hit, I was like, I need to find an outlet. Like, I am miserable not being on stage, and I was doing Zoom comedy at the time and it was horrible. So I was like, okay, I need to figure something out. And that's when I came up with my podcast, Midday Matcha. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna take everything digital. Like, I saw TikTok popping off and stuff, and I was like, I should start posting on there more. I had like 4,000 followers at the time, because it's so funny to say that, because like now I have like 1.3 million, and it's like that's so fucking insane. But I was like, I want to get more eyes on the podcast. I'll post more on TikTok, duh. And then I just kind of like saw what TikTok did for people, and like I fell in love with it. So I was like, let's start doing everything digital. Like, that's how people are making a name for themselves in the industry right now. Like, everything's closed. Like, let's do something, babes. So that's how I got started on TikTok. and I wouldn't change it for the world. And now I'm like, I don't even want to go back into person and do comedy. I'm like, TikTok is my main focus, and like YouTube and the podcast, like I don't really, it's crazy how I was like, it changed so drastically, like so drastically. How is it that I have the most interesting stories ever? Guys, I never thought I had the most interesting stories ever until you guys were like, holy fucking shit, like on TikTok. And I was telling you guys, I was like, this is just like my life. Like, and I love when bitches comment and they're like, her stories are all from Reddit. I'm like, babe, I've had a podcast for 2.5 years where I've told every single one of these stories. Go look it up. Like, no. So, yeah. I don't know what the question was, and I don't know how I sidetracked like that. I have the most, I don't know, I guess my life is just very chaotic. I mean, not I guess. We see it every day. My life is fucking chaotic. Listening to the beginning of Midday Matcha, what happened to Midday Matcha's Instagram, I deleted it. But I'm thinking about bringing it back because, I don't know, but then at the same time, like, I don't have the time to run it. So someone's gonna have to run it for me. But I do think about bringing Midday Matcha full-time back on YouTube and, I mean, well, Midday Matcha's on YouTube. On Instagram, I meant, like, bring the account back. Let me know down below if I should bring Midday Matcha's account back. I don't know. I'm like, you can find all my shit where I am. So, like, why do I need Midday Matcha? But whatever. I get why people, like, some people like the podcast more than they like me. And that's fucking rude, but I get it. Anyways. Oh, someone said, any new crazy story times, Livy? Is your life getting boring now? So here's the thing. I've always said this. I'm never gonna run out of stories because I can make anything a story. That's the joy of being Livy. It's the joy of being me, loves. It's really great because I feel like I've even transitioned a little bit on TikTok where it's like, it's not just strictly story times anymore. It's like, now I'm talking shit about my mom, like stuff like that. So I always feel like I will transition with the times, even when I'm in like a relationship or something like that. I can make those story times. Why did I bring that up? I don't know, babe. And that's really mean to comment, you guys. Like, I am a sensitive bitch. I know I come across not one, but I am a little bit sensitive, babes. Someone also asked, how do I do my wing liner? Like this. I kind of just put my lashes on first and follow the outline. But it's like really difficult today because like this is a watery consistency. The fuck, why is it so weird looking? Anyways, whatever, who cares? I mean, like, I care, but that's fine. How did you start being an influencer? So I hit 100K on TikTok and like my growth was really quick. So like, that's why like I low-key, I don't get cringe being like, I'm an influencer, but it is I actually do. I lied, I do. Cause it's weird. I'm like, I'm a comedian, but now I'm an influencer. So it's, I don't know, it's weird how that transitioned. But I hit 100K on Instagram October 27th, 2022. And then I hit 1 million on February 14th, 2023. That's not a lot of time. So within that time, it was like, my account grew very quickly. I was gaining like 100,000 a week at one point. And so within that time was like, of course I had to have like 1 million manager meetings and like, it just went so quickly. So it was like, before I knew it, I was an influencer. Like before I even could take a breath, it was like, you're an influencer now, Livy. So it's like great. Like I love my job. But it happened so quickly, I don't even think I've wrapped my head around it fully yet, like that I'm an influencer. What the fuck, Alexa? My mom.
This is a reminder.
Alexa, I paid my rent. Alexa, I paid rent.
As of 2016, the median rent in New York.
Alexa, turn off reminder. Alexa, turn off reminder, please. Thank you.
Pay rent today at 2 p.m.
I'm gonna punch her in the head. Alexa, cancel. Why does she talk so much? Like, what the fuck, bitch? Who gave her the right, you know? But yeah, my influencer journey was quick. I still think I'm getting like situated with the whole thing because I've only been out here doing it for like, I always say December was my first month of being an influencer. So I haven't been doing it that long, love. I haven't been doing it as long as we might think. Okay, that is it for the get ready with me. I just slapped on some extensions. we're getting used to it. We're learning, we're growing, we're figuring out how the fuck to do YouTube. But I'm excited for this journey on YouTube together. All right, I love you guys. Bye. I keep hiccuping like so badly.